Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's continue our game of 9 R.I.P. running on Nintendo Switch 2. Alright, we'll go for Hibiki's episode next. So I guess we're going to go from the start.
ねえ、知ってる？カランカランと音色を立てて落としてなくした自分を求めて血の色に満ちた校舎の中をいつ果てるともなくさまよい歩く刀を携えた殺人鬼カラカラさんの話をそう、この成見ヶ浜高校に古く校舎のすべての窓に夕日が差す黄昏時、女子生徒が一人で校舎に残っているとどこからか聞こえてくるんだって。カラカラカラカラカラカラと刀を引きずりながらさまよい歩く音が。でもね、その音が聞こえてきたら決して振り向いちゃいけないの。
Why?
もしも一度でも振り向いてしまったらカラカラさんはこう尋ねてくる。
俺は何をした？
答えられなかったり間違った答えを返したりしたら手に持った刀を振るって綺麗な紅の花を咲かせるんだって。ね、怖いでしょ？怖いよね。
No, why, but skip text. I want to skip it. I'll use Misa. We are going to talk with my sister, Tsubasa. Chapter 1. Yeah, the atmosphere is really good in this game. I love the color selection and just the overall sort of creepy vibe. Good character designs. Yes, I'm sorry. I am scared. I'll say, don't pull away. I can't. Who knows what the hell? Who knows what he'll do to me? I hate to admit it, or I hated to admit it, but I was so terrified that I couldn't move. Soon after, he was grinning broadly. His long eyelashes cast a shadow over his eyes.
こんな気持ち死んでから初めて
He spoke as if mesmerized while gently stroking my hand.
このまま手を引っ張ったらこちらに連れてこられるのかな
No. I tensed up and tried to pull back, but my arm was drawn in further.
彼女を連れては行かせない。
I'm going to wait and see. There were similar rumors about Kuraha, but not all of them were true. These ghosts still frightened me, but I began to feel it was wrong to fear them blindly. I needed to talk more with her to really understand what kind of ghost she was. I'll be okay. Thank you for your concern. She gave a slight smile and released my shoulders.
それならいいけれど、あまり無理はしないことよ。このような場所で辛いだろうし、心を休めるためにも適度に休むことは必要だわ。
Thank goodness I didn't jump to conclusions. Her kindness calmed my anxiety, and I began to feel more at ease. After all, rumors were just that, rumors. I learned from Kuraha that they were not always true. Still, I wonder if she really is the girl in the nurse's office. All right. Thanks for the first aid.
いいのよ。
This is the voice I heard just before falling asleep. Speaking of which, I heard some strange voices right before going to bed a few days ago. Being dragged into the mirror. I saw something when touched. I promise to do my best. Let's see. Ghost in the mirror, please come out. I decided to call out to him again. Please come out. I wish to speak. Maybe one more try? I need your help. You're my only hope. I'm going to move closer to the mirror. I trust him. After returning to the mirror, I paused to catch my breath. I should have known better, but interacting with others really messed with my mind.
でもいいか。
Hearing Kuroha tell me how Isao's Kikami died was oddly satisfying. And since we're going for Hibiki's ending, well, we will go find Hibiki. Sword. It's interesting to see how much is common. I would have thought there would be like more separation, but I guess until we actually get into where we're raising a lot more of Hibiki's affection, that there's going to be like a big portion of the opening is going to be common. Glad it was only a joke. Have him help. Second red book on the right. I wonder if Hibiki is still around. Peering into the mirror, I saw him sitting dazed on the stairs. Hibiki? He saw me, grinned, and hurried over.
僕の出番でしょうか。情報屋として頑張ります。
Oh, no, it's not that. Actually, I just wanted to have a little chat.
嬉しいです。とっても。あ、そうだ。
Hibiki slid out from the mirror and sat down on the stairs.
さあ、あなたも座ってください。 立ったままだと疲れてしまいますから。
He sure is trying to be thoughtful. Thank you. I sat beside Hibiki and looked his way. He looked away quickly.
隣って緊張しますね。
Does it? Hibiki nodded and started mumbling to himself.
一緒にいるんだなって意識しちゃって。同じ場所に座ってるのが新鮮で不思議な気持ち。
Being stuck in the mirror alone for so long, it made sense he felt like this. I wanted to talk to him more and help him ease those feelings of loneliness. If only I could find a way to do that.
すごく嬉しい発見をしました。触れなくても隣にいるだけで十分なんですね。
That's nice to hear. Hibiki's realization that he didn't need to touch me made me happy as well. Now, what should we talk about? Hobbies? Hibiki, why don't you tell me about your hobbies?
空想ですかね。
Daydreaming? As a hobby?
本を読むのが好きなんですけど、僕もこうだったらいいなって空想するのが好きなんです。
Wouldn't reading be the hobby there?
あと生徒たちの会話とかを聞いて、僕がこの場にいたらって想像するんです。まあその後は決まって虚しくなるんですけど。
Yikes, things took a dark turn there. But now you don't have to daydream. After all, we're talking together right now. Well, since it's me, I'm not sure I'll be able to live up to your daydreams.
想像以上です。あなたとの会話は楽しくて仕方ないから。 ごめんなさい。ちょっと力が入ってしまいました。あなたとの時間は本当に想像していた以上に楽しくて。でも会話だけじゃなくて、あなたが来るのを待っている時間さえもワクワクして心が躍るんです。
I'm glad to hear that.
そう思ってくれるのが僕は嬉しいです。
After that, we continued to chat about idle things, enjoying each other's company. It was a rather pleasant way to spend the time. Well then, I have something to take care of, so I guess I'd better get going.
これから七不思議の会に会いに行くんですか？
No, I wanted to pick some things up after I left in the classroom. Plus, there was something else I wanted to check up on.
そうですか。荷物を取るだけ。
Is something wrong?
僕も一緒に行きたいな。
Really? Are you sure? I knew he'd been holed up in the mirror by himself for so long, so his request caught me by surprise. Also, he was forbidden from interacting with the other ghosts, right?
幽霊に会いに行くわけじゃないなら平気です。
But what if we see another ghost along the way?
それを言われると。
I hope I haven't upset him. What should I do now? I'll leave it up to you, Biki. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you worry, Hibiki. I'll leave the choice up to you. Hibiki stared down at the floor, deep in thought. Then, after a brief pause, he looked up at me, a confident smile on his face.
心を強く持っていれば幽霊と接触しても平気です。
So I guess it is okay for him to go out.
多分。
At least you hope that's the case? His confidence seemed to falter slightly. If we see a ghost, let's run. Better safe than sorry, right?
そうですね。でもあなたに危害を加えてきたら逃げずに戦います。
His determined look made him seem a bit more dependable. Perhaps he does have a brave side.
それじゃあ行きましょう。
Okay, thank you. As we walked, I glanced over at him. I couldn't help but wonder why he was forbidden from interacting with the other ghosts. Initially, he said he just wanted to tag along, but now it seems like he actively wants to protect me. Sensing that he came out of the mirror to protect me, I began to see him in a more positive light. I felt an urge to follow her. There was a yearning that seemed to veer on uncontrollable. It was my first time outside the mirror here, and I was filled with a mix of nerves and excitement. I longed to feel the sun's warmth. Sorry, the classroom is far, but it's just right there when we get to the third floor.
いえ、僕なら平気です。あ、疲れたら言ってくださいね。休憩するので。
I'm fine. Let's keep going. I don't want to run into any other ghosts, so let's hurry to the classroom. Perhaps she was being considerate of me.
他の幽霊がいたら、あなただけ逃げてください。
I won't leave you behind.
そうしてほしいんです。僕なら何とでもなるから。
I've got to protect her. The warmth of her is what drew me to her, and I didn't want her to lose that. Still, she looked worried and seemed to hesitate before responding. I appreciate it, but I'd be too worried about you to do something like that, Hibiki. Huh? She's worried about me? That makes me so happy. So, we'll escape together. Being around her always lifted my spirits. Perhaps it was because I was alone for so long. Perhaps that's what attracted me to her. Was I drawn to her because she was a member of the living? Is that why I felt so strongly? I couldn't be sure. One thing I knew for sure was that I couldn't tell her how I felt out loud like Kuraha did. After all, the reason I was drawn to her at first was because she was alive. My mind was weak, and I doubted that I could be drawn to her merely because of who she was, which only caused my heart to ache. Back to Misa. Entering my classroom after so long felt strangely refreshing. Now, as to why I came here, the mysterious printout was still on my desk. I think you're right. I agree, Hibiki. I really like the way you think.
好きってそんな嬉しいけどすごく嬉しいけど
Hibiki blushed, visibly flustered by my compliment.
照れちゃうな
Thank you, Hibiki. He smiled shyly back at me, still blushing as he did so, to give me time to think. I remembered my phone conversation with Mom and felt pained. I'll use this time to think about my path forward after I get back. I could also use this time to figure out how to patch things up with my mom. If this was indeed an opportunity from a god, I shouldn't waste it. We left the classroom and headed back. She seemed much happier than before, which brought me joy as well. I had managed to help her. Even I was able to do that. Hibiki, I'd be grateful if you could keep helping me like this. But only if it's not too much for you.
それって僕を必要としてくれてるんですか
Yes, it does. How happy that made me to hear.
僕でよかったら喜んでお手伝いしますいえしたいです
That's such a relief. Thank you so much. Her smile was so radiant that I had to look away. I felt my heart racing, my eyes drawn to hers. I was determined to help her return to the mortal realm. But then a terrible thought crossed my mind. If she went back, it'd mean we'd have to say goodbye. Well, let's just call it even. It wasn't right for one side to take the blame. Hibiki, how about we call it even? I fell and I ended up dragging you down with me. I'm sorry about that. And what about you, Hibiki?
判断を誤ったことであなたが襲われてしまってごめんなさい。
Okay, well, why don't we stop it there? This is meowmurai. You've been watching 9-RIP running on Nintendo Switch 2. We're doing the Hibiki route. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.